The last problem says determine the percent yield if the actual yield of CaOH2 is 229 grams. So what does it mean? The actual yield is going to be the actual value, the real life value of CaOH2 that is going to be produced. Theoretically, in a perfect world, we are not going to produce 229 grams. We could produce, we actually calculated that theoretical value using math and chemistry. We're going to produce a perfect number. Okay, it's going to be a perfect number. In the theoretical world, there's no mistakes. There's nothing. We don't spill any gram of any drop of water, any drop of calcium. Everything is perfect in the real world, in the theoretical world. But because we live in a real life world, we're gonna have some mistake, and some CaOH2 is just gonna not be there. Okay, that's the actual yield. That's the actual value, the value that we actually calculate in real world. How do you calculate the percentage yield? Well, to do that, you just use a formula. Percent yield is going to be equals to the real life value of CaOH2 that is produced. So actual yield divided by the theoretical value. Theoretical value. So that theoretical value is the value that we calculated before. Whenever you run an experiment, for example, if you want to count how long does it take for a I don't know, a rock to fall from 5 meters, right? How long does it take? If you run that experiment many times, you're gonna see that the time is different. It could be your mistake. It could be a mistake of the machine. It could be maybe the wind blew the rock a little bit harder. So the values that you're going to get in real world in any experiment, including this one that you're doing, is going to be different than the value that you're going to get theoretically. That theoretical value, like I said before, is in a perfect world. So the actual value that you got is 229 grams. And the theoretical value was 231.25 grams. That's in a perfect world. It happens that we lost 2 grams of CaOH2. How? That's irrelevant. What matters is that we lost those 2 grams. And then you just multiply times 100. You can put that in a calculator. 229 divided by 231.25 times 100, that gives you 99 point. Let's just round it to 99%. So that means that 99% of the actual of the theoretical value is the amount of CaOH2 that was produced. So almost everything, almost all the amount of CaOH2 that we theoretically should produce was produced. Only 2 grams were lost. Doesn't matter how, but we just lost that. That's how you calculate the theoretical yield. That's the explanation of what that is. I mean, that's how you calculate the percent yield. I'm sorry. That's the idea of what these three values are: theoretical yield, actual yield, and percent yield. So that's it.